Dang it, I was gonna stream this to Team Act, and that's okay. It is what it is. We will put the playback in there. Ugh. Anyway, good evening, everybody. Happy Monday, first Monday of March already. I don't know where February went, but it kind of freaks me out that it went so fast. And if you were not on the last Zoom for One Person Big Difference, I will post that playback as soon as possible into Team Act because it was dynamite. And the way that Sean talked about the comp plan at the end and just what a tool that can be for us in sharing the gift of LifeVantage with other people, it was so powerful. And I will take screenshots of the slides that he put out, and I'll post those like in the comments section where I post the recording so that you can save those to your camera roll as well. And then I'll also have them as boards accessible also. So Leslie Powell was, I didn't even get a bio from you because I just want you to share that she was, she led last week. No, she didn't even, yes, she led. Did you lead the SC Zoom? Yes. And from that, we had some SCs on our team that were like, will you please have her come to our Team Act call? And she's like, darn it, I'm trying to stay under the radar. Those were her words. And I'm like, well, you've exposed yourself again. So I asked her and she obliged, even though it's 9:30 her time. She is in Florida, you guys, but we all know that when she speaks, there's just, it's as real as you're going to get. She's so authentic. She's so real. She's so vulnerable and raw. And we're just going to kind of do a Q&A tonight, but I wanted to first like remind everybody, if you would, Leslie, like what attracted you to network marketing and how did you find your way to LifeVantage and what makes it so different from you compared to everything else that you've done?
Okay, I'm surprised you're letting me talk because you know that I'm tell it like it is, Leslie. You never know what's going to come out of my mouth. So it's dangerous. Remember, when you invite me in, expect wild things to be said because. Anyways, so we'll try to be nice. Um, I think I'm like most people. I got into network marketing in 2009. My first company was Premier Designs. They shut down about 2 years ago, and that's where I started. And I really just wanted to make some extra money, and I just wanted to be in a community of people who were like-minded. Of course, when I got into that particular business, I didn't really look at it from a business aspect. I just wanted to sell some jewelry to people, make some extra money, and go home, right? I really wasn't looking to build a team or anything like that. I mean, I was working still full time as a physician assistant. And that's one of the things that I really want to point out to you guys, because you would probably think that someone like myself wouldn't need extra money, but I had school loans to pay, and my school loans were 800 a month. And I needed just some extra money to just like take some heat off of us because we had a house payment, car payment. At that time, my employer didn't offer insurance, so we were paying $1,000 a month for mine and Bill's insurance. It was a lot. It was a lot, and I was overwhelmed. So, that's how I got in first, and I stayed with that company until from 2009 to 2014, and never really built a team, didn't really, do a whole lot with it. But I went to my second network marketing company, and I was much more, I would probably say, wildly successful over there. Um, I was I was in the top ranks of that company, and just some things happened with that company that I just was starting to realize that it may not align with exactly what I was needing at the time. I felt like I was kind of being put in a box, and I felt like that some people were able to do some things and they were telling other people they couldn't. And so I just started looking for other opportunities outside. I knew, actually, ironically, I knew about LifeVantage. I had actually directed another girl who sold insurance to LifeVantage like a year prior. So I had seen the ABC investigative report. I thought it was really cool. Um, I didn't take the product. I mean, I had no idea. So to make a long story short, I was introduced to LifeVantage by someone through corporate. And that was just kind of that. I seen the product and it kind of lit up for me. And the other two network marketing companies that I had been participated in marketed only to women. As great as it is to be a woman in network marketing, I am so thankful for you men, ladies. No offense. I know there's only like one or two men on here, but Tom, Dean, I love you. Like the male energy that comes through with network marketing, it keeps us ladies from getting hysterical and crazy and just like all over the top sometimes. So I really enjoy working with males, and also, I was able to sell product and bring other people into the business. I would 50% of the people that I was able to market to were just not interested in what I had to say. So to me, that was just kind of like a no-brainer. And my husband's been in sales for years and years. So I wanted to be able to work the business with him as well. So that's kind of how I came to LifeVantage, and that was 4 years ago this January. What did you ask me second?
What makes LifeVantage so different from what you've done before?
LifeVantage is, well, first of all, my first network marketing company, they were all about love. I mean, it was very much aligned a lot with what this company had done. The problem with that company is they didn't pivot with the technology. And so I want you guys to understand that how lucky you are that LifeVantage is finally like pivoting and using technology to their benefit, because network marketing companies that aren't willing to pivot and stay current with what's going on in the world as far as technology, they will die off. So, you can have the best product in the world, but if you're not keeping up with the times, you'll get left behind. So, but LifeVantage is just such a love bug of a company. They have such high integrity, such high standards. That's really hard to find. I've been in companies where people were just in it for themselves, and I really feel like as a whole, as a group, we truly do care and enjoy seeing successes of others within the group, especially with the like, I'm trying to think of the word I want to use, but like what the standards that the pose have even set for our group, because you're truly fortunate to be part of one person, big difference. I want you to know and understand that every group in LifeVantage doesn't have what we have. Okay. So you're very, very fortunate to be a part of this, downline of this Pro 10 group. It's just unbelievable. Like when I came in right from the beginning, when you're in other network marketing companies, they make you feel like that you have to earn their love, their attention, there's none of that here. Like right from the beginning, and Debbie, I'm talking to you because I know you're new. Like you matter, you contribute. You've already got so many things that we can learn from you, and you're just getting started, but you bring a certain set of skill sets to the table that we need, and you're here at the right time, at the right place, with the right people, the right products, and the right company. So welcome to you. Debbie is my mom's name, so that's kind of a little tidbit there. Just incredible, incredible humans here. Like I know that if for some reason I didn't want to promote LifeVantage, if I had to put my business on pause or whatever, I would take the products for life and I would stay in touch with these people for life. So that's really, really important. The culture here is unbelievable.
Love it.
Unbelievable.
How has your journey been like? Because I remember when you came to LifeVantage, hold on. Okay. When you came to LifeVantage, you were like an anomaly because suddenly there was this woman with this amazing accent putting her makeup on and talking about our products while she was getting ready. And like no one in LifeVantage was doing that, Leslie. Like everybody was just like, who is this person? Talk to us about how that was for you, and like, has your journey, I know that you recently were talking, like we had a discussion in Vegas about just kind of where you've been. Just be real with us about that too.
So when I came over to LifeVantage, social media really wasn't a focus over here at all. And I had built my empire on social media. Like what I did through social media was very powerful. It gave me a voice. It also made me an expert in many things. And it lended me the ears of people that I may have never been able to get to lean in. So that was really interesting to have that kind of, I don't want to say power, but just like that kind of influence over people. It was really, really a cool thing because at my heart of hearts, I really do have a servant's heart. And I get that from my parents. My parents are servers. They give, give, give. Sometimes I think we give too much to our detriment, but it was just really important for me to be able to give back to people. I promised God if He got me through PA school that if anyone ever came to me with a medical problem, and regardless of their social status or if they could pay me or not, or if they could ever give me anything in life, I promised Him I would help everyone who came across my path. Every last person. I would not say no unless it was just like an absolute, like I knew it was coming from Him to say, no, don't do this kind of thing. So I think that's carried over into my business and my personal life. I don't like to tell people no, but yeah, it's really interesting that LifeVantage dropped into my lap after, kind of going through all that. But yeah, I kind of came over and just kind of did my thing here at LifeVantage. I, just shared what I loved and was very passionate about it. And I was kind of going along that path. And then, the last year or two, life kind of happened. And I did realize that the way I was sharing, even though it was authentic and I loved it, it was very time consuming. And I wanted to find some more balance. And one of the reasons that I love LifeVantage is because we have the subscription business and, you don't have to always chase, when you sell a lady a mascara, it's used up. You're probably not going to sell one for another 60 days. So, and there wasn't subscription mascara. So there was always this grind. So I was looking for balance. I was able to achieve that. But, in the last year, I've kind of went in the complete opposite direction, and I'm not overly proud of that. I feel like I've lost a little bit of my spark and who I am as far as how I share and how I show up. And I'm really trying to get back to that. I just don't know what the balance of that quite looks like yet. So I want to get back involved in social media in a new way. But as we know, AI is evolving and Chat GPT and all these things. And I am learning Chat GPT. I would highly recommend that if you don't feel comfortable with social media, that you go ahead and download Chat GPT and get used to what that looks like. You can ask Chat GPT. Um, there's a write section, and you just say, I want you to construct me a post about oxidative stress and how it affects the body. And I want you to write it in language that's as simple as possible that the most uneducated person could understand. If you tell it that, it's going to construct you a whole thing. And then you just copy and paste it over and put a picture of Protandim or you holding a Protandim or just something kind of fun. So that's how wonderful Chat GPT is. You may not be good with words, but Chat GPT is amazing and you can use it to your advantage to grow your business online. And I recommend that's something that you add to, into your pocket.
Yeah, we've talked about that a lot here with our team. And then also making sure that as we use it, I was just telling the team today, like as you use it, just still make sure that it's authentic to your voice. Like bring in not only like posting the information, but telling your audience why you feel it's important for them and why it's important to you. And then posting that personal photo or a photo of you. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
important.
Chat GPT is really fun. Like I went in the other day and I seen a post and I asked it to roast me. I said, roast me. And it said something really funny and some of it was actually true. And then I was like, yeah, but I told it kind of made fun of me. And I said, yeah, but I'm a physician assistant and I do this. And it said, oh, look at you. And then I told it my Instagram handle was, hey y'all, it's Leslie. And then it got into all this country stuff. It's really funny to use and see what you can use Chat GPT for. So it's incredible. You can create meal plans with it. It'll tell you what to eat at what restaurant. You can tell it how many calories you want. It's just incredible tool. Incredible tool.
So you and I also had some discussions in Las Vegas about getting people back to the basics. And we kind of took on that mission last week while other people were in Africa. Can you talk more about that? Like where your heart is at right now with this company and where you feel like we need to take this?
I think we have to get out of the mindset that as we roll out new products, that that product is one going to be for everybody, and that current customers that you have are also going to want every product that you have. Okay, so I think we need to get back to the basics of figuring out what products you love and what products that you're passionate about. And when you promote those products, that passion is going to come through. And I really got down to really thinking about, because at one point in time, I was literally on almost every product that we had. And I was like, I don't know about you guys, but like some days I just get tired of drinking powders you can pop too many supplements. I mean, like it's like a vitamin D and an AM and a PM and a Tri-Synergizer pack and a probiotic and Icy Bright. And I'm like, for God's sake. So like I'll tell you, I gave up Icy Bright. I've given up omegas, and I've literally just made the probiotic at night. The PM I never miss. That is the golden child that is way undersold in our in our business. And then I make the Tri-Synergizer pack and the collagen. It's a 100% must for me, and more days than not daily wellness. So I kind of have been thinking, like, how do I want to rebrand? How do I want to remarket this? Like, I've been thinking I have my Power 7. I've got the Tri-Synergizer pack, the daily wellness, collagen, probiotic, and I think that's about it. There was maybe
Yeah.
fat burn, Axio. Those are like my powerhouses. That is like the non-negotiables for me. I mean, I drink Axio every day. I usually start out with daily wellness and I back it up with Axio. So like you need to figure out literally if you had to skim it down to 5 products or less, what are your non-negotiables? Or it might just be 3, like it might be a Tri-Synergizer pack and a collagen every day. But like, what are those products for you? Identify those and then like promote the crap out of them, educate on them, reach out to people, create questions. One of the things that I love, Tanya, is lately I love some of the posts that Bob Healy has been putting up and giving ideas about leading questions on how you can draw certain people in to create conversations that will open the door for you to like sell to them socially or bring them into the business. If you're not following Bob Healy on Instagram, you should. The things that he has available there are just incredible lead-ins that are like non-spammy and just kind of help you open that door to like create conversations.
Speaking
You
of
take it all, I know.
Speaking of Bob Heilig, like I don't think you heard this last call, but he is we're going to start our performance club again in March, and the incentive in April, if you make it, is him. He's going
Oh,
to speak.
him and Brandon Burchard are fire for me. They both make me so happy. Like, I feel like I'm getting so much value because I'll tell you what, this too, guys, and this is one thing about me. If I'm going to give up my time to you, you've got to bring me like golden card value, like black card, American Express value. Like I want the tippity top value because if I'm going to give you my time is so precious that I just don't give it up for just anything. So if I show up and I feel like I'm not getting value, like I'll tend to bail on people. It's one of my like negative traits. It really is. It's not a good thing, but I have to have like something I can put my teeth into and use. Like I want to go for it, right?
Called boundaries. That's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Leslie, can you tell us like how are you finding new people today to help continue to share LifeVantage?
There's not a scarcity of new people out there. I think we've become complacent in literally opening the door and talking to people about what we have. And you have to go into those conversations with the expectation of that it's going to take multiple touch points with that person in order to close the deal. Okay. The art of the deal isn't going to happen in the first conversation. And those conversations can happen all over. I mean, I'm having them here at the pool. I've talked about collagen in the pool with people. People have wanted to look at it. I've thought about setting up a meeting here. I still haven't done that. Why? I don't know. Like even as people that maybe seem like movers and shakers can't get out of our own way, we just become complacent. So don't feel alone if you feel that way. You know, I have literally been in the checkout aisle and seen somebody wearing a knee brace and been like, "Hey, do you take collagen for your knee?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "Can I give you my card or can I get your number? I want to send you some information on collagen." Like literally at Publix checkout, and they'll be like, "Who is this woman?" And I'll be like, "Look, it's okay. I'm not gonna like bug you. I have something I think you might be interested in." Literally do that just randomly to people. So, and sometimes you just get a nudge, like a feeling, you know, have you ever just got a feeling that you see somebody and you feel like you should say something to them, but you don't because you're scared or what would they say or whatever? So what if they say no? So what if they blow you off? So what if they tell you you're crazy? At least you can like brush it off your back and say, I did my part. You know, that's one of the things that I like. I'm not a what if girl, and I'm not a regret kind of girl. I kind of want to live my life if and when I make it to heaven that God said, you did it all. You gave it all. You took every opportunity. You did what you were supposed to do. You know, you did things right. And I think you should run your business that way too. You don't want to be a what if person and wonder, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like I think that's the worst place to live in is shoulda, woulda, coulda. Like, don't be a shoulda, woulda, coulda person. Just do it. There's no is just it's just a response. You don't have to take it personal.
I love it.
And no also means not right now. It doesn't mean no indefinitely.
If you guys happen to have a question for Leslie, just put it in the chat here. But the one thing I want to end on then, Leslie, is can you just share with everybody like the importance of third-party validation and how simple it really can be?
So honestly, it is the link. If you're not using third-party validation, it will change the way your business operates. And I don't care if you know the answer to every question. I don't care if you've done it 100 million times. I don't care who you plug them into, but for some ungodly reason, people will talk to an expert and they'll still take a second opinion from somebody else. And I'll give you an example, and the girls will understand this. Guys, I'm sorry you won't get it, but you might, because just think of yourself in a fishing store or golf store or something like that, Walmart. But when girls are in Sephora and they're looking through makeup, if there's two girls standing in an aisle and one girl says, "Oh my God, I love this mascara. This is the best mascara." Either the other girl turns around and goes, "Oh my God, I love it too. Don't you love it?" And the other girl's like, "Yeah, you should totally get it." And the other girl's like, "See, you got to get it." She said, third party validation going on right there in the aisle. Same way with the fishing lures. It's the best fishing lure ever, you know? You need to get this, the one that wiggles and jiggles and shines in the sun. You need it. And the guy's like, "Yep, I've caught 5 fish with that lure." He's like, "Yep, you got to get it. All right, it's $5. Let's throw it in." Third party validation goes on every day, all over the world. We do it all day long with other stuff. But when it comes to our business, we think, what if they say no? We get all stressed out, right? So that's third party validation is gold. I don't care if you do it through text, voice message, Zoom call, in person, not in person. It doesn't matter. Like you've got to do third party validation for every single customer and every single potential business consultant that you have. It's got to be done. It's non-negotiable.
Amazing. Anybody have anything else? Anything else on your heart, Leslie, before we let you go to bed? I appreciate you
Um,
for this.
I'll wait for questions, but let me think for a minute. I think I know you all feel it. I feel like we're all in a little bit of a weird space, and I'm always the one, like I said, Tanya, you better be careful bringing me on here because I'm always going to say stuff that you'll probably be like, "Oh God, why'd you have to say that?" But I always keep it very real. This whole up and down roller coaster with MB has been hard. It's been hard on your leaders. It's been hard on you. It's been hard on your customers. We've troubleshooted. We've done. Sometimes it's just better to pivot and steer away. If it's not working for you, I love the core. I don't love the enhance. I've tried it multiple ways. I've eased into it. I've went full force with it. It's just I don't know that if it's the product for me, I may circle back around and try it again later. But right now, you know what I do love? My Core 6, my Axio. And these are things that I can talk about right now because there's lots of people out there. And remember, we just had someone elected who wants to change the way healthcare, didn't elected, but Kennedy was assigned to the health department, the HHS, to change the way we practice medicine and look at vaccines and eat. So there's never ever been a better time to be in LifeVantage and to have what we have than now, because people are seeking now and more and more and more every day, more than ever before. So now is like literally the time to dig your heels in and to say, all right, I'm going to take this bull by the horn and I'm going to really like make it count. You know, imagine what could happen in your business if you just dug your heels in for just 90 days and said, let's do a 90-day run. Let's do as many calls as we can, as many third parties as we can, and let's just talk about the products we love. And I don't care if you're beating a dead horse and the only thing you want to talk about is collagen for 90 days. Do it. We've got enough information out there. You could post something new on collagen every single day and never even touch the surface. Do it. Nothing holding you back. Don't be afraid to walk into a aesthetics clinic or a wellness clinic and take in a fruit tray from Kroger and say, hey, I've got this amazing collagen that you guys might want to take a look at. Can I set up an appointment date to come back in? Take the presentation and show it to them. Walk right in. You can do it. It's a real business.
Love it.
People are looking for this.
Yes, they are. All right, Leslie, we love you. Thank you so
Love
much
you
for
guys.
saying yes. I appreciate you just accepting my questions without knowing what the heck I was going to ask.
I know. And I don't like to do stuff on the fly either because I have the worst squirrel brain in the world. But thank you guys for having me. I hope I brought some value to you tonight. And I hope that I just lit a fire in you and made you think a little different about your business, because I know it's been hard. But Global Convention is also coming up, and I want to throw in a plug for this. I don't miss conventions ever, because as your fire is dimming, that's going to fan the flame to put that spark back under you to get you reignited and working. And the only people who lose quit, y'all. Don't quit. It might go slower than you like, but don't quit, because things are going to open up at one point in time, and it only takes one person to completely change your business. Completely. I know that firsthand. So
Love it.
hope to see you all at convention.
Everybody else stay on, please. I have just a couple quick announcements. Thank you, Leslie. Love you.
See you. Good night, guys.
Good night. I just wanted to remind you all real quickly, I'll just show you, but this is in Team Act, but it's just an opportunity. This March Madness is being put on by some Crossline people, and they are doing these during the day and then at night. And maybe they'll cycle back through them again, but I'm not sure if they're going to. So it is kind of like a timely kind of thing. And that's on purpose to get people to get the invite out and get people on a call. It's just going to be for 30 minutes. And it's really just people sharing their stories. So I'm sure there's going to be some product, there's going to be a lot of business to it as well. But tomorrow at 12 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Central, Christy Voigt will be talking. She's in aesthetics. So this call will be geared towards people in the beauty profession. So who do you know that you could still do a quick invite tonight and simply ask them, do you have 30 minutes tomorrow at? And then if they do, asking them if they'd be open to jump on a call to hear from someone in their profession that has found success in our business with our products. That's the invite you could do. And then tomorrow night will be Angie Harper, and she will be talking to people that are teachers, people in the teacher profession. So you will hear firsthand from teachers about how the business and products have enhanced their life. And then this will continue every week in March. There'll be another profession that they will talk about. And then on Thursday, I believe it's first responders And then I forget the other one on Thursday, but one at noon, one in the evening, and they will highlight different professions. So wanted to make sure you knew about that. Military. Thank you, Vicki. And then also remembering, yes, if you are not registered for Global Convention, but you register tonight, the POs are going to do a giveaway tomorrow for everyone that's registered. And also, we have like a planning committee now. Leslie is heading it, and she is really excited about wanting to make Global Convention so fun and so impactful for the new person, the new consultants, first timers, and all of you. So I cannot wait for what we have planned. It's going to be so special, and people are going to really feel a part of our culture and a part of the team. So consider that. Think about who on your team is not registered. Reach out to them. Find out what's holding them back. I'm sure we're going to be able to find some tickets for people that maybe have the early bird ticket and get that discount price. And then I know we can always find room for them as well. So that was the other thing I wanted to share with you. And then in Live Life Activated, this week, we're bringing it back to talk about mind body just for the sake of the people that are on the challenge. So we'll share some stories and just some things we've learned about mind body this week. I'll share Kyle's story again with his blood sugar changing. And then starting next week, it's just kind of, I made a post tonight around 7, I think it went out. Spring cleaning, getting back to the basics. So every week we will talk about, yes, Laura, would you please? I would love that. If you would share yours on Wednesday, that would be, actually share it tomorrow, Laura. If you would share yours tomorrow, I would be so grateful. And then what we'll do is every week we'll talk about a different product. So like on Monday, we'll share a video about the product and introduce it to everyone. And then on Tuesday will be what problems the product solves. Wednesdays will be like how it actually works for you and in the body. Thursday will be some stories and studies on it. And then every day in the afternoon, we'll share a story as well about the product. And then Friday, we will take that product we're talking about and relate it to like real life. So for instance, with Protandim Nerve 2, if we're lowering oxidative stress, well, how can we talk to people about actually lowering the everyday stress in their life? What would be a good tip with that, right? Whether it's a cleaning, whatever it might be. So any ideas you have about that, like relating real life stuff to what a product solves, we're going to do Protandim Nerve 2 one week, Nerf 1 another week, NAD another week. So it's going to be filled with education on our products. After we go through the Protandim family, we'll go into the multi-nutrients, AM, PM, D3, and then Axio. So please, I mean, continue to add people to that group because the value is going to be there in a really, really big way. And I would love it if I'll give you guys a cadence of it. And if you have a powerful story about the product or you're really passionate about it, tell me, because then I would love for you to maybe one of those days go live in there or share one of your stories with it. So yes, I'm glad you love that plan. So yeah, so that's a plan in LLA. Use that again to help you going forward. And again, we're bringing back Performance Club. We thought the timing is perfect for this, right? And I don't know the qualifications yet. It's going to be similar to what it was before. When we had Performance Club before, if you enrolled 2 new people and the volume equaled 100, you were in Performance Club. And that meant at the end of the month, you got to be on a special Zoom, you got to be celebrated, and there was always a special speaker. Well, this month in March, there's going to be Performance Club. It'll probably, I'm thinking like 2 enrollments and the volume will be 200 just because of what we have now. And if you get that, you will get to be on this special Zoom celebrated with a special speaker, which is going to be Bob Heilig. You guys, it's so amazing that he is going to be our first speaker. So I'm excited. I cannot wait. He brings so much value. So I just think it's going to be that little spark for everybody this month to like not want to miss out on that personal time with him, right? Are you guys excited about that? Oh, it's going to be so good. Okay. All right, so with that, Debbie, we end every Zoom call in prayer, and I know your heart, and I know you're gonna want to stay on for that. So let's end in prayer, everybody, okay? Um, Heavenly Father, I thank you so much for Debbie and our newcomers to the team. Lord, I lift Tom up to you as well, and I lift up to you the Spaniels and Christy Spaniel, and just anyone that just needs to feel your presence more than ever, Lord. I just pray for them. And thank you so much for Leslie, her amazing heart that she found Life Vantage. And just help us, Lord, to know and remember the gift that we've been given with these products. Help us on a daily basis to know who you want us to talk to, and help us to know what to say and when we don't, to be unafraid to ask for help. Just help us to have that servant heart going forward, to not put pressure on ourselves, but to truly just come from an authentic, real place, knowing that what we have is such a gift. And help us just be authentic when we put ourselves out there, Lord. Help us to show the real us and not be afraid to share our stories, and just really allow people to hear our voice and our authentic heart. I just pray that everyone has the courage to do so, and that they always remember that you are right beside them as we grow this business. Keep everyone healthy, Lord. Help Jen to get healthy. Thank you for her birth and the fact that that little human is such a ray of sunshine. So grateful she's a part of this team. In your name we pray. Amen. Okay. Love you. So glad you're here, Debbie. All right. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night. We'll meet again in 2 weeks. We won't meet next week, but we'll meet in 2 weeks, and I will make it an event in Team Act so that you can see it. Love you, Tom. Good night. I didn't, oh, I did.